Hello and welcome to my overwhelming pile of sewing projects. Most of these are, you've seen before, they are going to be part of my capsule wardrobe for my upcoming cruise in October. And I finally have more free time now to focus on this. Super excited. But I have added some things, added some fall ideas for sewing, and added some alterations that I need to just kind of do. So I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed. So I was like, okay, let's pile everything on the bed, get a grand scope of it, and then kind of go over in my head, prioritize things in my head. So first priority is to get my serger up and running. Shouldn't be anything wrong with it. I just, like a lot of us, sergers are intimidating unless you use them all the time. So I need to clean it and rethread it and get it operational so that I can use it to sew, or I guess finish the seams on these three things. These have been cut out since last fall, and I want to get these off my table. So, I'm going to be using this pattern for one of my capsule wardrobe shirts, either the green or the cream. So I really need to get fit down for this. And yes, so serger operational, get these off of the table. These are super simple alterations. They're just a little bit big on me. I love, love, love this dress, and I want to wear this dress so bad. So I need to alter these. And I want to, I'll show you the pattern. This is this. I sewed it up a while back, and I wish I would have sewn a top out of this fabric instead of a dress, which was my original plan, was to sew the seam work peasanty top. I'll put up a picture. This was back in May, and I didn't. I did this dress instead. And of course it doesn't fit right, and it's not really my style. So I'm hoping I can dismantle this. My zipper went in really well. I hate when that happens, The facing did great. Of course it did. It just doesn't look real cute. I don't think this isn't really a spaghetti strap. I don't think I'm this kind of strap kind of girl. But anyway, so it's not my style, but I'm hoping I can dismantle it and make that top out of it instead. And wear that by next week. So, what else? So serger to get these done. Simple operations, the shirt. And then I think that's it. And then this quilt. This is a baby quilt. I have everything cut out. And I have things marked so I can start making triangles and stuff. My niece is due in October with a boy. So I thought a little orange and green with frogs on it would be really cute for like a Halloween baby quilt kind of thing. So it'll be really simple. So I need to and I have till the end of September. That's when the baby shower is. So the end of next month. So I want to focus on that and kind of get that done. And then once I get my serger operational, and I get those done, I want to start working on these shirts for the capsule wardrobe. And I really want to start on this after that, but I'm really nervous about this. So hopefully after sewing those up, I'll have a little bit of confidence. I have no sewing confidence right now. But yeah, I've kind of changed my capsule wardrobe up a little bit. I'm going to do a little wrap top in that. And my son wants a shirt or a set like this to wear on the cruise out of this fabric. I like to find a little bit more fabric or a different kind of fabric or something, because this is all I have. But as we all know, that kind of thing is hard to find nowadays. So I'll just use what I have. But yeah, I'm really excited to get started. So let's see what I can get done today. Stay tuned. Hello. It is 11:45 and we just went outside to play. We're going to go back outside and play some more. Then we'll come in and start some pizza dough for pizza for dinner. Early dinner, because you have T-ball game tonight, right? But I'm watching Whit Makes on YouTube while we're walking around outside, and she's talking about she's echoing exactly how I'm feeling about creatives on YouTube here lately. She's saying that, it's hard for her to get back into the routine of filming. She sews and knits too. And she's never going to be a polished kind of YouTuber and all of that kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah, same. So it kind of inspired me to just film what we're doing today. And, for me, I'm always waiting to film for some reason. Like, I'm going to wait till after breakfast, and then I'm going to wait till a granny day when Lucas isn't around, and then I'm going to wait till like today, it's a perfect example. I was going to wait and film after I took a shower and got ready, and I was going to do that, and then we have no water today. So we got like a message on the Facebook thing that main water line is broken. So it happens ever so often around here. So but yeah, I was gonna wait to film until then, and then after watching Whitney, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. But you don't have water. So it looks pretty chaotic and disgusting. I'm disgusting. I haven't washed my face or brushed my teeth or anything with water right now, or washed my hands. I didn't realize how many times I would have already washed my hands even by noon. But that's real life, and it still really has nothing to do with my crafty ventures. I've been doing lots of things, and here's, in fact, my little knitting bag. Husband and I have finally finished. We are up to speed with the Dexter series. We just finished this last night. So now we have to figure out, son, you won't fall, honey. So I have been knitting for the first time in about 1,000 years. And here's what it looks like. Hello, good morning. It is 8:30 here on Tuesday, September something, 8th, I think. And I have been going through a little bit of internal anguish, if you will, over my body and being in perimenopause and all that comes with that. So I haven't wanted to sew anything or make myself anything, but today's the day. I'm going to work on this. So let me flip you around, show. Okay, so this is this little vintage wrap skirt. I'm doing this one with the big patch pockets. I love the big patch pocket. Am I doing that one? No, I'm doing the one with the tie that ties in front. And I've officially cut out this very precious fabric that I've had for a very, very, very long time. I have it all cut out. and ready to go. I did this probably a week ago, probably over Labor Day weekend. And I mean, it's very, very simple. It's not lined, and it has just patch pockets on the outside. So I should be able to churn this out today. Yeah, so I'm doing skirt B here. So I've done all this. And now I'm just following the instructions. And I'm going to sew this thing together and see if it'll kind of bring me back to reality and motivation for sewing some things to wear on my upcoming cruise it's at the end of October. So hopefully this skirt will do something. I actually sewed, hold on, I'll show you. All right, so I sewed this top. It's supposed to be a bodysuit. And hold on. Okay, I can't find anything this morning. Sewed this up, bodysuit. I put up a picture of the pattern. And I do want to use that same pattern for a few more times for some of the cruise makes. So I need to get the fit down. I did use a pretty stable knit, I'm realizing. So this does not fit me across the bust. So, but it's actually not that bad. I really wanted to just try the pattern out, see how it fits straight out of the package, knowing good and well, and work on my, I got my serger fixed. So I wanted to try it out, and that worked really well. I really just wanted to try it out. I wasn't expecting it to fit, but for some reason I sewed this up. It didn't fit across the bust, and I was mad at myself for not doing a full bust adjustment on it. Or, yeah, I mean, it's a knit, but it's a really stable knit. It's a pretty thick knit. So, yeah, I was like mad at myself because this is super sentimental fabric, but it's not really my style of something I'm gonna wear these days. I don't know. It put me in a funk after sewing this and it didn't fit. So I just kind of stopped. That was like a few weeks ago. But the cruise is coming up, and I really do want to have at least a few things spooky themed to wear on this cruise. So I need to suck it up and keep going. So that's what we're doing today. So let's see how this all goes. I'll check back in. Little check-in for everybody. I've spent way too long on this one little bitty wrap skirt. But I'm glad I took my time because I looked at the waistband instructions wrong. But I looked at it wrong, pinned it wrong, and then I was like, wait, that doesn't look right. That's not going to be right. I thought it was wanting me to sew this side and then fold over the other side. If I do that, then my waistband's going to be upside down. And I just now realized that this picture is showing exactly what I've done. Like stitched this side without the interfacing and the curved and this edge. So I did it right. Hooray. But I'm just kind of taking my time. I'm not trying to rush through it. I did break out the twin needle and do some little top stitching in a gold thread down the center seam. And then I did some little decorative stitching on the pocket, little patch pocket. Isn't that cute? And then did the little double needle stitching on the pocket too. So I'm a little concerned with the very corners coming up over time, so I might tack those down by hand or something. But I need to trim this, and let's see, I'm trying to read the instructions. Yeah, and then fold waistband along fold line, stitch tie ends. Okay, so I'm gonna fold this over. It says with right sides together. Fold waistband along fold line, stitch tie ends, trim seams, and turn. What? Oh, okay. So it wants me to, okay, so I did this correct. Let me flip this around so it actually isn't confusing. Okay, now it looks like the picture. Okay, wrong side, right side, wrong side. That looks like the wrong side, doesn't it? Oh, no, wait. It's down like this. Okay. Goodness. Okay. Wrong side, wrong side, wrong side, wrong side. Okay. So then it wants me to pin right side of waistband to wrong side of skirt. Yada, yada, yada. That's what I just did, isn't it? Stitch, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay, with right side together, fold a waistband along fold line, stitch tie ends to large circles, which I guess is at the end of my interfacing, or beginning, I guess, and trim the seams, and then turn those. Okay. Turn them, press them, edge stitch, pressed edge, over seam, top stitch, waistband, and tie ends. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. I'll be back in a second. Okay, all right, so I have done what the instructions tell me, mostly. And sure enough, I stitched the tie ends, and then turned them, pressed them, and then I've ironed this over flat. And now it wants me to, I think, do some top stitching all along on both sides. And then, you know, edge stitch and top stitch that down. And hem it, and it's done, which is crazy. So this might actually be wearable. I'm excited. So, all right, stay tuned.